What's up, guys? Face Mosh here from Oz, or awesome whatever floats your flipping boat, and I'm kind of surprised right now because normally after every time I go on Audacity, like the first time, it'll just not read the mic. So this is kind of a first. It threw me off. I was not expecting things to go down this well. And right now, my mic is being weird. Hold on, let me adjust this thing. Let me adjust. Is this better? I don't know. You know what? Whatever works. But this is a really awesome gameplay. Went off. I don't know what I'm going to title this video. Actually, I do, because I know the topic. I don't know if I just voice cracked there. Maybe Pawn just hitting puberty. Don't care. Not even mad. This is an Unreal gameplay on Carrier. Go ahead and watch. I only die like 3 times. Very enjoyable. But the real topic for this good old commentary from Pamaj is the thought process that went into the Catalyst. And you guys are probably wondering, why am I doing it now? Well, that's because the Catalyst 2 will be out soon. Don't expect it this month. Maybe next month. Maybe. Slight chance. I'm not promising you. But I'm doing this to sort of tell you the thought process that went behind the Catalyst. So, first off, editing-wise. When I was talking to Logan, or Predator as you guys know him, way back then, and I was telling him I was going to do this Taj, and he told me, he was like, Pamaj, if you're going to put this much effort into a project, clips-wise, you should put a lot of effort into the editing-wise as well. And I was like, you know what, you're right. If you're right, you're right. I mean, that makes sense. If you're going to, why waste all that time getting the clips and not put all that time into editing as well? You got to balance it out. You got to make it as good, which is what I did. I found it actually started off with me finding CJ Demise as an editor. Found him on Flatline Editing. It was really random, and he recommended me to one of his friends called Pinga. So that's how it came to be. CJ was the original editor, and then Pinga took it up and did it perfectly. I loved it. He did ham. So the editing, I made sure it matched the clips. That's for sure. That's the one thing. Editing, I mean, music-wise, you know, everyone agrees that rock is the best. It is, in my opinion, generic. But you know, Negrito told me, he helped me find the music for it, and we were looking for songs that were like, you know, like I don't know, Rise Against is a good one of them, but you know we can't use it because they're signed with a record label. But those were the type of songs we were aiming for. So we found those songs, and it took us like, we were up to like 3, and then we found all of them. We were like, yeah, and we were all into it. One of the bands actually messaged us last minute as we were just getting on the last song, which was great timing. It went all around good, and you know, we were the last song, Face to My Fist. I actually had to sort of mix around with the audio bit. I had to cut it short and make it flow the same as it would, because we wanted to use the intro because it was just like, you know, like it had that nice build up. We wanted it to mix in with the ending because I pictured what the closer would look like with lightning on it and like just a huge boom like to it, because it was really sick. So that's what went behind that. Clips wise, I started recording for the Catalyst after I did a couple of episodes, and I was like, hey, I'm hitting more sick clips, and I loved the feedback I got on Air Destin 3. Why not do another one? So the Catalyst 2 was recorded in 2 months, with the exception of a few episode clips, and you know, there was only like 2 or 3 that were exchanged with the episode clips that were old because they were just so good. We did not use a couple. One of them was like an 18-man on Terminal. That's the first clip of my Retribution Taj, and the split quad feed to 6-man on, what is it? I don't know. It's on the new maps. I'm modded for 3, but not important. Clip process that I went with it. I wanted to keep it high standards, super high standards. I was originally only going to have it 20 MW2 and 20 MW2 and 20 MW3, but that changed, and I ended up getting about 32 MW3 and 31 MW3. So there was 66 clips in that. You know, I don't know, I just sort of got more and more, and I realized I was hitting sick stuff, and I just kept on going. It's like, hey, that's Catalyst 2. So I really went for high standards all in that. Like the lowest clip in there was a multi or a triple. I made sure all of them, besides the multis, were on-screen 5s. And you know, I really wanted to keep it high standard. To be honest, I didn't think I was gonna hit a closer, and I ended up hitting my closers within like 2 weeks of each other. So that was pretty unreal. So that's what went through my head, clips-wise. So the idea of the montage, I wanted to have like, I didn't do it for the montage makers, if that makes any sense. I didn't do it for like the people who have done montages before. I did it for the people who hardly watch montages. I did it for the people that if this was their first montage they ever watched or whatever. If you have noticed in the Catalyst there was like 5-man multi on the screen, or like a silent shot. I wanted to capture more viewers than just a few montage makers. I didn't want, that was just irrelevant to me. Didn't affect me. I would rather catch the new viewers and have them understand more. So I had to make sure they knew that that was a triple silent shot, or that was a 5-man multi, because the new viewers are sort of like, they don't understand what a multi is, and I had to make sure that I showed multi. Like sometimes when people do tages, they forget that it is a multi. Then it just looks kind of generic. I mean, to me that does matter if you show the multi or not. So you really got to show the multi. That really helps a lot, unless it's not a 5-man. If it's a 5-man on screen, I guess it sort of speaks for itself. But that's what I sort of did. I made sure it was viewable for everyone. And I remember getting some people like, why would it say 5-man multi? Why would it say triple silent shot? Well, you gotta see, I'm not in 2009 where I'm not trying to be like an old school person. I wasn't around there. I could care less. I couldn't care less. Thank you, Heis. I got that now. But you know, I did it for people to understand what the clip actually was. And I remember what I asked Pinga and all that. I was like, I want it to be flow. I don't want a Twixter after every single clip. I don't like, when I say that, Spritey does it really well. He does it perfect. He doesn't Twixter like a shot in between. He only Twixters the last shot, which is perfect. That's what they did for the majority of the shots, unless they wanted to sync it good. And they made it look good either way. So that's all what I went for. Things I will list right now. The music, made sure it was a good pump, like you know, like a good rock song. People that would like. The lyrics were good. We looked at that too. Made sure it was like nice and I don't know if I can explain it anymore. Made sure it was that. The clips were 5-man on screens at least. And if they were multis, we made sure to show the multis. Yeah. Oh, one thing. So in the Catalyst one, I had a few comments from FaZe members. They're like, "Why did you make that no scope, the opener, when you had a quad headshot feed right after that?" Well, I sort of got inspired by the Grizz idea. You know how Grizz has those, he has those no scopes on COD 4, and I sort of wanted that. And plus, that no scope through that little door frame for First Blood, headshot across the map was unreal. Like, I still have not seen a single person do that. So I wanted it to be like the Pomage shot, like, oh my god, I want to go for the Pomage shot or something cool like that. You know, that's what I went for. So that's my little thought process with that. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys, you know, I just hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you, nobody asked for this. I just sort of did it myself. I feel like I didn't explain what I thought. I'll put it in the Catalyst too. Maybe it'll help you, like, maybe it'll help your thought process with videos in general. But hope you guys enjoyed. We should get this to 7,000 likes. That'd be great. You guys have been awesome lately. I mean, lately? What am I saying? You guys have been awesome all the time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will put a link to the Catalyst below, by the way, if you're a new subscriber, if you just subscribed, or whatever, or if you want to watch it again. But I'm FaZe Pomage, and I will see you guys later.